Oh!
Game number 1.
All right.
Liquid versus TNC.
All right, who do you guys have for this?
I would put down TNC.
I think
I'm going to go with Liquid.
I put Liquid, but I'm more confident in TNC. So I'm going to go Liquid.
I think yesterday I said I would go with the TNC, but the more I think about it, the more it's like, this is Team Liquid. Like, come on, lads.
Is it, though? Have they looked like Team
No,
Liquid?
not at all. But it's
know.
elimination. It's best of 3, and I think when they won, they went through the lower bracket most of the way, right?
Let's go old
Yes.
school. Let's get some comfort heroes for once. Let's not care about meta.
All right.
Okay, let's get some Weehawk.
Don't listen.
Joker.
Pick the
I don't
bottom.
care
So what? Let's see Night Stalker. Let's see.
What? No, I'm talking about specific players and their comfort heroes.
Oh,
Weehawk
stuff they
and
like
Invoker,
playing.
for example.
Does that mean?
Oh.
Does that mean
GHA
Mind
Tracker?
Control?
Sure. Doesn't
Mind
have
Control
to
gonna play Nature's Prophet?
he played it earlier this tournament. It was not great.
It was atrocious.
Maybe they should bring
Yeah.
out the Keeper of the Light, Sunsfan.
Dust them off.
Yeah, and you jungle, right? And you get Ags. That's the old school way.
I'm not sure what you do with
That's-
Coddle these
I mean, you
days. I haven't
definitely don't
seen
do
him in
that.
a while.
I think you just rush Refresher. I actually think that is the build.
On Coddle?
Yeah. And you just
Ground
overlap
boots
systems.
refresher?
Maybe a 4
I mean,
stuff.
you need to clarify. If people like Slacks are watching, they'll take you for your word.
He's not listening to a word we're saying.
You never know.
I don't know. They're just waking up in China right now, Shane. He could be listening.
Yeah,
while
he
he's-
Well, even if
watches-
he is watching, he's not listening. Like,
Fair point.
I do understand what you mean, though. I mean, it's not easy to say it's TNC favored, but this is Team Liquid in the lower bracket. They are very experienced in this position.
Yeah.
do they first pick Morana? Is the question. Or
Yeah,
Potom, or whatever her name is.
Chen!
Shen slips through.
It is a
Me-
mounted hero, so you were kind of close.
Kuroki is apparently
Thank
a micro god.
Why did they ban Meepo so early? Has Liquid been first phasing Meepo? That seems crazy.
I mean, I think when you see stuff like this, it's usually scrim information related.
Okay.
Right? Like people are definitely practicing throughout the nights. And
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, but there's no way they're picking Meepo first, too. I agree
Right.
with Zyori on this.
Also, they picked it for Weeha earlier in the tournament, and it didn't go well at all.
Look at that. Disruption into Arrow. What a combo.
Now, this is an old classic, Suns fan. This one goes way back.
How far?
Did you invent this? Are you going to claim this one, too?
No, of course not.
Wait, I need to hear what
Yeah, what did I claim?
what did you claim?
No, that's your thing. You're always claiming that you have ideas and people have stolen your ideas,
But
like
not-
that Hippo Hero and all these other things. That
Okay, yeah. What about it? Mars, you
Nothing.
mean?
I'm just saying that you like to take credit for things
Jeremy
that are-
Kahn is a hero I created, which is now known as Mars.
Yeah?
Yeah. But no, I don't create combos in the game.
Okay.
That's I leave that to the pros.
I see. A true creative here.
Yeah.
I know,
Well,
based off the previous experience at TI, it feels like TNC has the better start. Like, Shadow Demon's just been amazing, all TI.
Yep.
It really has.
And Morana, too.
I would actually normally be okay with that, but I think Tidehunter is like a really good answer to Shadow.
because you're cracking after
yeah,
the
you
arrow.
can. Yeah, so that's already a hero that you can't set up on, right? And then if you really wanted to be a hero, just blink.
Well, until Ags, I guess. Right.
And then Chen has some defensive capabilities. It's not bad.
I like Chen.
Thank God we're not seeing Sven.
Chen is really good,
Jesus.
especially because
It's not too late.
Team
I
Liquid
got
are
banned.
so
Oh,
good
it
at.
is too late. Sorry.
Yeah, Team Liquid is really good at moving around the
I mean,
map.
we
with
can
it.
rewind it and rewatch that ban if you'd like, Shane.
Actually, isn't it quite difficult to rewind in the draft?
No, you
It's
just.
a pain in the ass.
We could just start it again.
The problem is in the draft, apparently the hotkeys don't work, so you have to pull up the bar to show spoilers, and
The
we don't have a
bar?
spoiler cover.
The bar?
A bar. We don't have a censor bar.
Ah.
So you have to wait for the draft to end because our excellent observer has the hotkeys memorized, and then he can work the magic.
What a good lad.
He is. Doing 4 best-of-3s a day. He's a
A
lad.
trooper.
And all we have to
him, I
pay
see.
him is Pop-Tarts. Strawberry.
And
You know-
he has to put up with us saying,
Funny-
"Yeah, David, can we just rewind every time he misses a kill? Oh, a David, sir." He's the Reginald stand-in for this.
Reginald.
Speaking of Pop-Tarts, we discovered there was actually a new Pop-Tart creation yesterday. They're called Pop-Tart Bites. You guys know about these?
Really?
Do
Yeah.
tell.
You put them
We,
in a
well,
toaster?
we just saw them on the commercial. No, they're just like finger food, like snacks.
You don't put them in the toaster
No.
or oven
No,
micro?
nothing.
Are they like mini Pop-Tarts?
Yeah, like mini Pop-Tarts.
Wow.
But you
Has
don't
Mott
warm
heard
them
about
up.
this?
I can't. People
I
that
mean,
eat,
you can probably put it in the
people that
toaster
eat
or something.
Pop-Tarts without warming them up are disgusting human beings.
You and Mont need to have a discussion.
Does he eat that? Are you
Of course,
serious?
he probably
I
does.
think he's raw dogging Pop-Tarts all day, homie.
I never heard that term before used for food, but thank
Have a talk with David in the back.
Does he raw dog the Totino pizza rolls too? Frozen.
No, that's a
That
first
sounds
class
impossible.
trip to the hospital, I think.
Got the counter for Conker with the snowball. Interrupt the X combo. Looks nice.
And a good save for any Shadow Demon shenanigans, right?
Kunkka Shadow Demon's also a classic combo set up for Torrents all day long.
He can't be everywhere.
Or can
You know, let's get all the
Okay.
combos for Shadow. Let's get a Centaur. Okay, this is.
That's a
not-
combo. That's a
You
stun
can
out of this.
consider that. Yeah, we need Centaur to finish it off. That's the classic, right?
I love Wraith King into Tidehunter. Like, the lane isn't very good, but as the game progresses, like, you Ravage, and he just comes back to life. And then all of your big fight is gone, right?
Yeah.
He's like a 2-cycle hero.
Very akin
I'm
to
actually
like-
the opposite. I just don't like him that much because
Oh, the
Tidehunter
lane?
is. Oh, not even the lane. Like later on, you're just gonna get anchored, and then your damage kind of sucks.
You have Radiance and all this, like, other stuff, right?
You're against a Chen. You're against a Tidehunter. There's gonna be like pipes, and
Well, TNC,
Hand of
TNC
God.
disagree.
I guess so.
But he pushes Eosin.
I guess. I mean, I don't know why I'm complaining about him because I put him to win this. So.
What are you guys doing?
But I don't know. I'm faltering looking at the draft so far.
I like it. I think they have a lot of combos.
They need a good Weehaw hero. Let's get something good, guys.
Okay,
It's
so
time.
you're into Conker.
So give me your top 3 Weehaw heroes that are available here, I guess.
I don't know.
Windrunner?
Starting position, yeah. Windrunner, Invoker, and well,
Skyrath.
Meepo, technically.
Oh,
Skyrath.
Skyrath.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah, I'm
that
in
would
for
be
that.
cool.
That's his favorite hero of all time. I've mentioned that so many times.
The lane is
That's
impossible.
a comfort hero.
It's not the greatest against these heroes either.
Yeah. That
There's-
means they'll
there's
probably
a-
do it.
Invoker's not bad against Conker, actually.
Anytime the lane is like horrible, like when you're looking at it on paper, we have don't worry, I got this. And then he feeds horribly.
Shane, what do you think about Invoker overall right now?
The Quas Wax thing is really good. But if we saw earlier, Team Secret, if you don't get the kills and you don't actually like build momentum, it's pretty rough. It's hard to play Exhort. You need a lot of time. And you don't really have time at the moment.
Wasn't there a little support Invoker?
Yeah,
I actually
yeah,
like
that's-
that.
Stage?
I like that a lot.
That
It's
stuff
really
is
cool.
actually really good because
Yeah.
you're not under pressure to like actually carry the game.
Yeah.
You just have to EMP, basically.
This is a Centaur game, by the way. Not even Mimi.
For TNC, because
Yeah,
they have the
dude,
setup?
It's all the combos. They're taking all the pub combos and combining it into one TI game.
Okay. Now, is that a winning strategy at TI?
They need an offlaner, don't they? What's wrong
They
with
do.
Centaur?
Well, it's not really a cuckoo hero. That's all.
There's some cool synergy, actually. Well, TA against Shadow Demon. Like, usually Shadow Demon, if a hero has a Blink Dagger, he just poisons once, and then they can't blink after the disruption. But in this case, he can, like, refraction and always blink after it. It's kind of cool.
Very handy.
They banned Ember Spirit, so they're not fully they're
Convinced?
not convinced. Yeah.
How often
Thank
does
you.
It's got to be Kunkka, man.
how often do Weehaw and Miracle switch roles?
It doesn't seem like they've done it once, actually.
Because this feels more Miracle-y, the TA, than Weehaw. Weehaw can play it, but it's not one of his best. Personally, that's what I think.
Radiant's turn to pitch.
And Troll Warlord. All right, that's definitely a
Hey.
Miracle hero. So TA Weehaw.
A little bit surprising. I think overall we've been pretty cynical about the Troll. Brought him up a couple times and been shot down.
You know who's great here, guys?
Bat Rider.
Centaur. With what item?
No, Bat Rider's amazing, actually.
Hags.
The snowball is, like, the only thing.
You're
right?
right, Strong Fan. That's correct.
No, nobody said that was actually
No.
Suns fans' own voice.
Oh, damn it.
Whoa.
All right, they ruined the combo.
You know, the only reason why he said Bat Rider, I'm sure there's like better heroes, but you have to assume Cuckoo's, hero is last. So
Also, there's no one to help Troll in the lane.
this is his hero.
This is a disaster.
I mean,
What do you mean? How can Shen and Tusk not help him in the lane?
there's no.
Well, they can try.
They can try. It's just not very good. That's what
If
he
they
means.
send 3 heroes bottom, then they're already winning. Even if Cuckoo has no farm, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. The nice thing about Bat is like
Okay.
you need to put a lot into the lane to make it work.
He's kind of
Or-
like Enchantress.
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody want some action that Gabby and Miracle will be equally farmed at 10 minutes?
What equally farmed?
Yeah, like I think the lane's going to be okay for Miracle.
Okay,
I think if
I-
they go
I'll-
tri-lane on tri-lane, I think they'll be within, like, let's say 500 net worth at 10 minutes.
Okay, I'll take that bet.
All right. I don't know what we're betting, but I'm talking some shit if I win.
Massage.
A massage.
Full
okay.
body.
Ooh, okay, well that's a little
We could
more.
do a foot massage triangle later if you want.
No, I'll just take $5.
Okay, that's a good deal. Probably the play.
You can't get a massage for $5.
Oh,
maybe
not
where
in
you come
America.
Yeah.
Maybe in the airport for a minute.
Prepare for battle.
No, but
What
then
do
you
you-
got a tip.
What do you guys think about TNC getting booed? You see those threads in your little bit of Reddit snooping last night?
I did not see the threads,
Yeah.
but I heard about it.
Yeah.
Can't read
I
anything.
mean, it's kind of expected, right?
Avoiding everything. But I
Well,
agree.
apparently they were booed by the audience in China.
Even
Not
while they
surprised.
were leaving,
Yeah.
after losing to a Chinese team.
Brutal.
Oh, we have to throw it to the casters. We're not casting.
No,
this game.
aren't we? Oh yeah, we got casters. Fuck, I forgot. Oh, yeah, who are the casters for this?
I'm out.
who is it for real? Is it Moxie and Jenkins
Yeah,
or
I think
Brax
so.
or?
Moxie +1.
All right, we got Moxie and somebody. Gang, take it. I'm so sorry. Take it away.
Hey, +1, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I wanted to pull out my Jenkins impression, but I didn't really work on it before this. So
That would have been good.
that'd
That
be
would
too
have been nice.
embarrassing.
They were having a good time over there. They're talking about getting massages from each other. I heard something about a triangle foot massage.
Can I get in on that? Can we? I guess triangle's
It's
only
not a
3,
triangle,
sorry.
though. If you, yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
Oh, well. Anyways, we have a great series to cast. We have, of course, TNC versus Liquid. I know you were very, very hyped about this match.
Yeah, I think TNC show a lot of promise, and Liquid. We all know them as a historically strong team, so it's kind of a. I'd like to see how they can really prove themselves in this matchup because I think both teams are really good, but perhaps. Not perhaps. In my opinion, TNC is just better.
All right.
think
I
TNC
like
is
that. I
better
like
than Liquid.
strong convictions on this. You're not waffling about it. You're saying TNC. They're better
I
than
don't
Liquid.
waffle.
I'm very proud of you. Jenkins, on the other hand, is like, well, maybe. See?
Indecisive.
Indecisive.
Yep. So they were talking about the laning setup on the panel here, how nobody can really help the troll against the Batrider, but Liquid are the masters of this Chen Tusk combo. They can easily trial in and switch up these lanes and make it so that they actually have places to play, like this aggro trialing here.
But does Cuckoo really care that much? Like, Cuckoo's just here mostly to get his levels. Yeah, you're going to get some farm on Miracle, obviously, but you're also allowing the Wraith King there to get plenty of farm since you've got a tri-lane and aggro coming out.
Yeah, it's just a way to avoid a for sure lost lane and give your troll a winning lane, and eventually Tide will be okay in this lane once he gets levels. Both offlaners are kind of going to get dumpstered. Like Liquid, we saw them previously. They were blocking the creeps into the tower, so that once the waves come out this way, as long as they body block the hard camps, or the hard camp and the small camp, this wave will just sit here forever, and he actually can't walk out to get experience.
Okay.
But he got level 2, so now it gets a little trickier because he can sit there and napalm the supports up forever.
Well, they're definitely putting a lot of pressure down here on Cuckoo, trying to make sure that Miracle gets all the farm that he needs. Can we check in with that middle lane for a second here? So we've got Armel on the Kunkka, and of course Weeha on his TA. We've seen this matchup, I think, was I casting with you on that series where we had the Kunkka TA matchup?
I don't think so,
Okay, that must have been Jenkins.
but my memory could be bad.
But we were talking about how, both of these heroes got a little bit of a nerf. And the fact
Yeah.
that, you can't get those denies the way that you used to.
They got the same exact nerf. Isn't that funny that they can't use their ability to deny anymore?
Not sure if I'd say it was funny, but it's interesting for sure. for
Okay.
sure.
Not
So-
funny, but interesting.
So what would you say about it? Did you think that the TA has a better chance, or would you say that Kunkka, is it just dependent on the skill level of the mid players, or?
Previously, it was it should still be TA favored, in my
Okay.
opinion, but Kunkka's going to be okay in the lane. It's not super threatening until level 6, where you need 10 million sentries in the mid lane to deal with the traps. But it should be just free farm on both sides until then, honestly. It's just that there's the Chen factor.
Right.
So the Chen plus the Tusk recall, of course, can turn things easily.
I feel like a lot of people, not that they forget that recall's a thing, but they don't value it as highly as they really should. Maybe not so much in like the pro games, but it's always really, really nice to be able to, push out a wave, finish up something that you're farming, and then just get recalled right back into the fight.
Yeah, it's one of those unique abilities that kind of has like unlimited potential. There's so many different applications for it, but you don't always really see it used. It's definitely not the flashiest ability.
Now, the flashiest doesn't mean it's the best.
True.
It's a little bit of back and forth down here. Where do you think we're going to see this? Oh, we see a courier, though. Can they get it? Yeah, they'll be able to grab that Wraith Band off. Tim's feeling pretty fine now. Tag team. Leap charges. I don't understand why that's Mirana's taunt. I don't understand some of these taunts, to be quite honest with you. Like, Death Prophets is like a rainbow and like a a Congo beat or something? Like I don't
really
get that. Like
weird.
she's a prophet of death. Why does she have a rainbow and why is she dancing?
Yep, these are not lore-approved taunts. Some of them are pretty good.
Yeah, some of them are. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. What's your favorite taunt?
I like the Tide one. It was one of the first ones where he does the backstroke.
That's
Pretty solid.
Good. Yeah. No music with that one though.
Yeah,
The
it's
newer ones have
true.
music. I like the Clockwork one. That's my favorite.
That's a
Where he
good
does a
one.
little robot dance, and I
Yeah.
like the sound he makes. That one's pretty good too, I guess. Armel, you're making your case here.
Not bad. Pretty soon, every hero now has an Ags. Soon, every hero will have a taunt.
What is the IO taunt?
That's gonna be a hard one. I have no idea. So yeah, these lanes got pretty much broken up because people need to help each other, but you know, it's not exactly the easiest lane in the world for Wraith King.
No, and he did have some supports here a minute ago, but looks like they did venture off. Back bottom lane, Tims, they get the kill over on Miracle for the first blood, and they'll find the kill on GH.
What a horrible mismatch. Like, it starts out good, but you can't actually sit in these tri-lane versus solo hero situations forever. It's a setup where you get an early advantage, then you break off into other things, but both of these core heroes are counterpicks. Tide against Wraith King does 0 damage to Tide. Bat Rider against Troll, he just gets run down every time. And Tusk against 2 ranged heroes that can get out of the shards, also not great.
Tims is thinking about it there for a second. He's thinking about maybe turning around, throwing out an arrow. Might be able to land an arrow over here onto Miracle, possibly. Have Cuckoo stack up some of that sticky. But it's already over.
Yeah, this is really weird now. Like, Troll can't actually stand in this lane against Bat, and Tusk does nothing to Bat. So I'm not sure how they can actually recover from this situation, because even now bringing the Chen down here, sure, it does do a lot, but if they bring the Shadow Demon down in response, then, well, you've just got a 3v3 with your carry against the offlaner. When he's countered, it's not going to be too good.
Looks like Cuckoo, though, is going to get stuck over here in the corner. Snowball's going to come through. Can they get the final hit? They're just taking a bath in this Firefly, though. It's pretty scary right now. Starstorm comes out. They'll get the kill on GH. And now Miracle. He's out of mana, but it doesn't look like they're going to go chasing after him right now.
It's the 3-on-2 gank where the 2 get a return kill.
Not the best.
Yeah. And the Mirana against Chen, too, you can always air the creep, so it makes that much harder for Chen to actually do anything with his abilities.
So we do have the level 6 online for Weeha. You can see he's starting to spam out some of those traps. Do you think we're going to see him try to be very aggressive and make some moves around the map, trying to make a little bit more space there for the Troll, or?
I think he's just going to play as if he's the carry. He's going to prioritize his own good game. He's just going to play the game where he farms his Deso and Blink as fast as possible so he can be that strong threat in the mid-game, and Troll's just going to have to suck it up and farm until then.
Yeah, I think I was actually talking with Lizard about that at one point. Ooh, nice grab on that Chen creep. But he was saying it's kind of like an trust system in a sense that, you know, all right, I'm going to suffer right now because I know that you're going to be able to carry me through this mid-game.
Right,
in
right.
the sense. But you have to make sure that they actually get it done, right? Otherwise, you're really screwed.
Yeah, but if that doesn't happen, where the space doesn't come back, then you're just screwed everywhere.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Weeha is having a pretty good time in the mid lane. 41 and 6 CS, 48 and 5, of course, over on the Kunkka. But the Wraith King feels like he's having a pretty great time in that top lane, despite being countered by the Tide.
Yep. Wraith King's always a nice hero that he can always back up to the jungle. So this is nice. And of course, ganks with level 7 Kunkka here.
That's what I was saying. All right, Armel's here. There's going to be a torrent boat. Or rather, just the boat. No torrent needed. Mind control. Swimming with the fishes.
Yep.
And it looks like Hiroki's got a lot of stacks of sticky on him. They're not going to go a bit too hard on him. Just going to be trading hits back and forth. I feel like I mean, at the same time, they're trading so many hits, but Miracle is just kind of left alone a lot. So I guess, you know, the supports are doing a great job and just harassing back and forth. Yes, you know, you might be trading some kills, but... Oh, over in the mid lane, Weeha, he's got the refraction up. He's trying to run himself out, but I don't think he's going to be able to. They're going to chase him down. TNC, they're just, they showed up. They had their Wheaties this morning.
Yeah, very nice kill with the Wraith King rotating in too. Usually don't expect that, but with the Kunkka, of course, it's really easy to set up if TA oversteps or bounce. Huh, this early game from Liquid is just not very good.
What's going on here?
They have some mismatched lanes, like the Tide is really good against the Wraith King in a sense that Tide is like a growing threat, but he doesn't actually threaten the... Sorry, I use the same word. So he doesn't actually kill.
Sorry, we'll get you a thesaurus.
Thank you. Definitely need that. He
Well,
can't actually kill him.
gonna lose the GH here.
Yeah, gold lead still growing for TNC, and like Wraith King can farm freely in front of the Tide. The Tide's also gonna free farm. Bat Rider against the Troll. Bat will kill the Troll if he's just left alone. So they're able to use that extra hero and just dominate the map for now.
Nihaw's getting very aggressive, and they do have the shards to snowball, but they're going to be able to save him using the disruption. GH, he's waiting very patiently, has that tag team. They'll slow him down with a trap. Should be able to get this final hit, but he has a salve. He's still alive to jump forward. Will be able to finally take down that Kunkka, but they're going to end up losing the Tusk, and can they finish up on Tim's is the question. They've got that trap, but he's trying to heal up. He's trying to go ring around the Rosie here. He still wants it. The leap forward, the mouth strike comes through.
Very nice.
Take down Tim's.
All right, well, they finally got something started. They killed the Kunkka, probably the most farmed hero on TNC.
Well, they're on the board, at least.
Yep, exactly.
That's a start. That is a start for sure. How's Gabby's farm? What do we got going on here? So he's going to be going for that Radiance.
Just like your shit.
I don't know what that is, but that's pretty cool. Whatever that is.
I like it.
Yeah, that's something to look forward to in the future.
Yep.
Good stuff, for sure.
Chen games are always interesting because they always come down to like Chen's early moves to see where he can really start the snowball rolling. And they've kind of salvaged this bottom lane. It looked real bad at first, but it got better. Now they got a kill on mid, and Chen is kind of in the groove now. He's level 5. He's got some creeps to work with.
Ooh, this is sus right now. They've got
Oh, so close.
smoke. They want these runes. They're not willing to give it up. Miracle. He can smell something's wrong. Start stacking up that Shadow Poison. GH, stand by. They've got the X out. Missed that arrow there. Not sure exactly what that was for. Maybe for vision, right? GH, though.
Zoning.
Going to be left wanting. Kuro? Kuro's going to get spotted out here by Tim's. Doesn't quite have that arrow just yet. GH nearby. Some of that sticky being thrown out. Arrow comes through, takes out the little satyr. He was so young. He had so much promise.
Yep. Life done.
He was going to go to college. He had a scholarship.
Wanted to grow to become big and pink one day.
Yeah. Now we'll never have the cure for cancer because Mirana took him out.
How sad.
What a shame.
Dota's a sad game.
Yeah. Ooh. Buku, though, gets taken down by Miracle.
All right, very nice. I was just insulting their early game, and look at that. They must have heard me.
They did, in the past.
Yep.
It's crazy. Gotta watch out for those weird timelines, you know. Fort's gonna get used here in the bottom lane. Looks like they're just really ready to push this out. It's only Tim's at this time, so we'll be able to stun up the Tusk. I don't think you get too overzealous there, Tim's. Top lane, Gabby. He's trying to do some body blocks here. Mind control, he can't get away. He's trapped in the corner. The boat comes through, and they just need a little bit more damage to take out this turtle.
Both teams making basically the same play. Right, both plays to their off lane, trying to pressure on front mind control. Overstate is welcome a little bit. You can't actually run away from heroes like Shadow Demon and Kunkka. It doesn't really work.
They managed to secure the bottom tower, though, so that'll open up the jungle a little bit more here for them, which I'm sure feels pretty good. But at the same time, you know, you look at the way that TNC is playing, they do have a deep ward over here, trying to keep tabs on the TA and, of course, you know, the Dire jungle, so they can just mirror those movements. And I think they're perfectly fine with it.
Yeah, Liquid have made a pretty swift recovery, considering how bad their early game was. So the game actually is in a pretty decent start.
You can already see top towers being pressured, so they'll be pretty evened up soon.
Yep, Wraith King with the Midas just farming away. We've seen this millions of times. The nice thing about Wraith King when he goes for this build is he actually farms quickly, so take your eyes off him for a few minutes and boom, he has a relic.
I'm almost a little disappointed sometimes. Like, I understand, you know, as a professional, you want to have the most efficiency possible, the best build, but you see the same things over and over and over and over, and you're just kind of like, all right, well, everybody knows what his next item's going to be.
Yeah.
We all know, you know, it's just interesting, I suppose, seeing the way that they respond. Right?
There's a couple heroes that just literally have the same build up in every game in the same place. Like, you know, Sven's going to go hit Ancients.
This is a big kill if they can find it. Miracle gets stunned up. They'll be able to go purge off, turn back around. There's lots of Firefly over here on the ground, and they're just going to pop Miracle like it's a, I don't know.
Like a thing you pop.
Like a thing you pop. I was going to say like popcorn, but I was like, that sounds really awkward. And then I was going to say a zit, and I was like, that's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I would have gone first, and then I'm glad I didn't say it. All right, Roshan being taken, of course, Tusk and Chen, fantastic heroes, especially with TA's Deso at taking Roche. And the growth happens so early in the game, it's so difficult to contest. It happens way too quickly.
You can see that they're hanging out in the vicinity. I think they have some idea.
Yep. Oh,
But
just saw the
they're
health
trying to
right
figure
there.
out how to get into it. The Moonlight Shadow will get used. Kunkka going
gonna be a
in.
big
He's
torrent.
getting ready. Lands out to 4, and they'll follow up with an arrow coming through from the Mirana. And
Oh, so
Liquid,
low.
he actually snatches up the Aegis. It wasn't his to claim. Mind Control's clipped over on the side. There's not going to be anything coming out from this guy here. No Ravage, nothing. He's just going to slowly get ticked down. It's going to take a while.
What is
but
this
it
right
eventually
here?
happens.
You see this little hill?
The little cliff?
Yeah. Why is that there?
I don't know.
I've gotten
I'm
stuck
sure
there
Mind
before.
Control's pretty pissed about this too. Why is that there?
It's a little jail cell.
Yeah. That's the timeout zone?
Yeah, exactly.
Under attack. Dire structures are
All right, so
fortified.
Oddly
turns out
enough,
Radiant ended up getting the kill on Roshan, but
yeah, look at the gold lead from that, actually. Liquid sat there spending like a minute to do Roche, and they end up down gold. And of course, Wraith King is farming the entire time as well.
Those dire swine denied their bottom tower.
Dire Swine.
yeah. See, Kunkka has a thesaurus.
Yeah. I'll be taking notes.
I think you should start talking entirely in like old like sailor jargon.
Oh, it's so hard. I'm so bad at it.
Oh, so you practiced it.
I've tried a little bit of everything.
Oh,
I don't
all
do it.
right. Fair enough. I mean,
did.
if Sunsfan can do the East Ender Londoner thing
I like that one.
as a hippo, you could do it. Just practice.
Mally has the red eye as well.
Yeah.
I really like that one.
It's pretty distinct for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that also says something about Red Eye too, right? The fact that he's got a very distinct voice.
Yeah, he's unique.
It's good. It's a good thing to be in our business.
All right, so what are they going to do with this Aegis?
Handle this deluge.
Well, I would like to see them get a bit aggressive with it, personally. I don't want to see them just farm back and use it as a deterrent, because I feel like TNC will use the space really, really well.
Yes, for sure. It should be go time, right? Wraith King is probably hoarding tons of gold, trying to make it to his Radiance. Almost has the relic. Troll in for a Diffusal Blade build, so he's building items that help him just fight over and over, and they want to keep on fighting the fights, but they're not finding them yet.
Tim's waves goodbye to Miracle as he TPs away. So what's the play here, Liquid?
They need to try to forcify it somehow, but it's really difficult to get the lanes out safely against a Mirana.
Did you say forcify?
Huh?
Did
I
you
said-
say forcify?
No, I said force the fight.
Oh, I definitely heard forcified. I was like, I like that. That's not really a word, but I like it.
I wish I was cool enough to make up words.
Top lane, they'll use the boat over on Mind Control. They even use the lasso as they drag him right back. And in the fight between Kunkka versus Tidehunter, Kunkka will win this time around.
The epic lore battle. And yeah, every kill like that just slows down the momentum, and TNC haven't really been forced to take a fight at all, while Wraith King has just been in that kind of hibernation period where he's farming up 5,000 gold to get a real item. So
They're on the prowl, though. They spot him over here. Do they spot out the fact that the Kunkka's here as well? Cuckoo, they find the TA. It's going to be the Walrus Punch coming out, trying to slow down Cuckoo. Cuckoo's trying to run out, but he can't. Kuroki's there, as is Miracle. Big Starstorm coming through, hoping that maybe they can find something else as the Aegis does expire. Not expire, rather gets used up. And Gabby's still fighting. He's not ready to finish, but that does so.
very nice arrow.
Does a lot. Arrow comes through, slows them down just a little bit. As the rest of TNC, they've decided maybe we don't really need to take this fight. Maybe we should just get out of here.
It's so hard to chase after the fight to keep it going. They can't really afford to walk up to the high ground. If that arrow didn't hit on Miracle's Troll, Wraith King actually would die. He'd just be able to hit him, chase him with the Diffusal Blade, and kill him before he gets his Radiance. That could have been extremely big.
They were very bunchy there, unfortunately, for the side of Liquid. If they had been spread out a bit more, perhaps they'd be able to
Yep.
have secured that kill. But
Man, what a hard game. Like, Liquid are clearly stronger, but not strong enough to the point where it's overwhelming, where they can just completely run in, get in there, and win the fight. It has to be so carefully done. And now they're just going to have to play against the Radiance Wraith King. It gets harder and harder.
Dire's
gonna have that Heaven's Halberd completed very, very soon for Kunkka. It's already got the Shadow Blade online.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Does that voice make you laugh? It does something to me. It makes me feel good.
Makes you feel good. All
Yeah.
right, you know. If that's how you get your chuckles, dude.
Weird things make me laugh. You know, there's an epic lore battle, Kunkka versus Tide.
I know, it
I don't know
is.
anything
I feel
about
like
it.
we should be hyping up, like, you know, the Rumble in the jungle here. Or, you know, technically they're both at sea. When they,
Dire's top
The
tower
sea jungle.
is under
sea jungle,
attack.
sea kelp, kelp forest,
Yeah,
Mariana Trench.
yeah.
Yeah.
All of those things.
All right, double damage now over here on Gabby. He's just strutting around, swaggering, showing off, killing some poor defenseless wolves over here with his radius and his double damage.
He's grown up. He's been nurtured through the lane, and now he's ready to play the game.
Yeah.
It's a fully completed item.
This is allowing some time for Miracle, though, in the bottom lane. So he is starting to catch up a little bit, but definitely not near the TA or the Kunkka here. In fact, Wraith King actually slightly overtaking the Kunkka in terms of net worth.
Yeah. Control's weird here. When you build to fight, unless you can actually take the fights, it's really difficult to keep pace with some of these other carry heroes. And right now, I don't think they'll be able to fight it at all until he gets his BKB. Kunkka just finished the Halberd. Wraith King has the Radiance. And of course, eventually, Wraith King is going to get to his level 20, so he won't be affected by the Diffusal Blade, destroying his reincarnation. I don't know. They need a pick-off for sure.
Oh, the double invis. Armel gets off the X. Snowball comes out from Tusk, hoping that maybe, you know, he can get away, but there's plenty of other friends over here as they'll go knock him back. They've got vision on him, and the TP not going to be able to finish up. GH trying to hide, doesn't manage to do it.
I troll your guts with my blade.
All right, well, still lots of space for Liquid. They probably don't want to do anything until Troll gets his BKB, and they'll wait on the TA BKB as well.
Is that going to be enough, though, having the BKB online for the Troll? Is that going to give them enough? I mean, Weehaw has plenty of damage, right? He's got the Desolator. He can be initiating if he needs to. They've really been targeting Mind Control hard, trying to make sure that he cannot get those perfect Ravages off.
Yep. Mind Control has the blink now, so that should be a tiny bit easier. You're right, though. Damage is a big concern, especially when you have a hero like Chen on your team. He's purely defensive once you get into the later stages of the game. But that's really all they can hope for. You know, without a BKB, these heroes can't even enter the team fight.
Definitely feels like TNC are starting to grab this game by the reins. I like to see the way that they've been just moving around the map. Their movements have been pretty good. They've always been farming. They've always been finding, you know, the proper fights and not putting themselves in any really nasty positions.
Yeah, the game has slowed down a bit, but that's just because Liquid desperately needs to farm their BKBs. TNC are comfortable farming the map. They are farming more because Liquid have to play a bit closer together and a bit more scared. And second Roshan is going to be a huge thing for both teams to contest.
This is interesting, too. I think I just saw Mirana picked up a mech.
All right, so the team fight gets stronger and stronger. Even more damage mitigation that they'll have to go through to take down these heroes.
And not something that we typically see on the Mirana, but I do like it. Meanwhile, Chen's still struggling quite a bit. Does not have that mechanism completed. Has brown boots as well.
Yeah, Chen is a 5 position. Typically, you see him have a lot of space to just keep farming and get these aura items up. But not this game.
No.
Their map is a little bit too small.
I know that's something Jenkins talks about all the time, is how there's just never seems to be enough farm on the map anymore.
Yep.
So it's very difficult.
When you're losing, the safe areas to farm become smaller and smaller.
I believe someone's getting a BKB delivered, and it's two double BKBs.
Double BKBs.
It was a buy one get one free special, clearly.
Wow.
God, imagine if that were a thing. If
That's a
that
good one.
Midas mode, hey guys, you should put some sale items in there.
You have the 2-for-1 meal deal.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, so this is a smoke. This is their big timing.
And that's a Gabby showing himself up here. They're going to try to take out AU first. Have himself a little bit more time. Gabby running through. Is going to get dusted up here. Still trying to run. He's getting slowed down. They'll follow up with the snowball. They don't even need it as Weehaw manages to find the pickoff.
That's very nicely done.
And then we get the double blink dagger. So this has been like a huge sale over at the side shop, secret shop.
Everything's for sale.
Everything is 2 for 1. Buy one get one free, rather.
Only for Liquid, though.
Only for Liquid. What did Liquid do to get these awesome deals?
I'm not sure.
Well, no. TNC also picked up the blink daggers.
They did.
Yeah.
I
They
guess
also
they got
have the
to
buy
the
one
sale
get one.
first, huh?
Is about to take the radiant structures are fortified.
All right, well now BKBs have been exposed. They all know that they know what they're dealing with now. So Roshan is going to become extremely important here. Both teams desperately want it. Roche is what's going to help TNC's Wraith King get to level 20 pretty much unscathed. And it's going to help Liquid accelerate the game in a way where they can finally take back the map and try to farm everything.
I'd be pretty afraid to try to go into the pit against it. You need to pick off Tidehunter first, I think, before you can try to contest the Roche, because otherwise you're just all clumped together in a nice little area. Throw out some nice shards, throw out, you know, the Ravage. You are in a very sticky situation.
Yep, shards, Ravage, very hard to deal with. Batrider and the Moronald, of course, extremely difficult to deal with. Roche isn't really easy for anyone.
Armel walking right past that sentry ward. They have an idea.
Okay, Armel picked up his BKB now, so he's ready to play as well.
I like the Heaven's Halberd too for the troll or the TA, of course.
Yep, very nice against both heroes.
Your admiral is on board.
Miracle just hard at work farming, trying to play the catch-up game. He's catching up on the Wraith King a bit.
Yep. All right, so I know this game's a little boring, but it's about appreciating the little things, right? This is sometimes what good Dota looks like. Both teams are waiting desperately for the items. As we previously saw, Liquid farm 2 BKBs, use the smoke instantly, got a key kill on the Wraith King, and now TNC are also getting closer to hitting their timings too. Kunkka just hit his BKB. We can expect them to make a move pretty soon here. And we kind of will go back and forth until one of these teams can really break open the game. It's a very calculated and strategic game at this point.
Sometimes that's some of the most interesting Dota to watch, just realizing, all right, we've got our item times, we have to find that perfect engagement, instead of just, you know, what do they call it, caveman Dota, when you just go running down.
Time to do battle.
I'm used to seeing a lot of that out of the South American region, although lately they've been very disciplined, especially Team Infamous.
Yep.
Blink getting picked up now on the Tusk, so we've got a lot of mobility coming out from the side of Team Liquid.
How many Ravagers have we seen this game?
I've seen one, I believe.
Okay.
All right, into
Might
the
see
pit they
two.
go. They do have that sentry ward.
Using
The
Alright,
arcane.
there's
Oh,
the
look
scan.
at them. They already know. Heading over Cuckoo. They have to be careful now. Mind control. All right, arrow comes through, does connect. Do they go in? Yeah, they're going to go right on in. They're going to try to get that drag out. Everybody's taking a bath over here, but they'll follow up with that Hand of God, try to heal them back up again as Tim's is going to get taken down. Immediately, the buyback comes out. Gabby's first life's down. Now over onto the side. Miracle just keeps chasing after Cuckoo. Not going to be able to quite grab him as the Ray Fire Blast comes out. Thrown out over onto Weeha. Gabby, he's got to get away. He can't get away fast enough. Cuckoo is sitting very low. I'm not sure if he can go anywhere back in. And they want to fight this. They're going in again with the buyback coming out from the Wraith King. Armel, he's out of mana. He needs to get himself out of there in a jiffy. They go right back into the pit. Everything is so low. Cuckoo, oh, Tips, he jumps in. Is he going to be able to grab it? It's still going to be Weeha who gets that Aegis. And now we're rooted into place. Cuckoo, he's trying to move himself away, trying to help out the rest of the team. Gabby can't afford to die here. Oh, he's so close to death, but they're not going to be able to find the kill on this Wraith King today. Mind control, throwing his weight around a little bit. GH throws out the Walrus Punch onto Armel, but it seems like he's going to be coming back up again soon.
Oh, the shards blocking everyone on the hill.
It's just blocking them. Beautifully done. Weeha chases down AU. Armel just says, I need to get out of here in a jiffy. And Tim's may be the sacrificial lamb. Yep.
How fast is a Jiffy?
With haste.
Okay. Haste is fast.
Haste is fast.
Dyer's bottom tower won't
Wow.
last
Well, speaking of
long.
caveman, here,
Dyer's
they threw
top tower
everything they
has
had.
fallen.
They did. That
Buybacks.
that area is such a difficult area to fight in, too,
Yep.
because everyone's in a chokehold.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Wow, just like that, Liquid. The firm lead.
You get that big old boat coming through. This should be able to just dissuade them a little bit.
Oh, that was an Underlord's boat.
A for effort, but could be better. Disruption comes out, hoping to maybe get themselves that jump, but there's going to be, oh! Kuga, he's trying to drag him back. Are they going to be able to find the kill over onto Miracle? No, he's going to go, and he's going to keep up with that. Miracle has the BKB up and running as well. Finds himself the kill onto Cuckoo, as the rest of
More buybacks.
Liquid seems to be trying to run themselves out, but they do have the X-Off over here onto Miracle. Jump forward from Weeha. Ooh, just AU pops. And it looks like they're going to lose Cuckoo too. Now, on the bright side,
They're so lucky the tier 2s are up.
I was about to say, they
Yeah,
still have a
but-
tier 1 in the top. They've got a tier 2 in the bottom.
They just don't care though. They're hitting.
I don't think
This
they can do
is-
this though, can they?
This is ambitious. I don't know if they can actually do this either.
Arrow, no. Moonlight Shadow. That's going to be the bow being thrown out. Hand of God gets used again. He's soaking up some of that damage. Beautiful. Beautiful Ravage. And here comes the Wraith King up again. He's
TNC's
looking for
damage?
blood, and he's going to have to try to run himself away, though. GH will fall. Armel, he's looking for an opening. Oh, look at the damage coming out from Weeha. They'll be able to take down Gabby. And now Weeha, has he gone just a little bit too far here? A couple of hits coming out here from the tower and the Mirana. Arrow, not going to connect. The X comes out. A couple of these traps placed down. They're trying to put out as much damage as possible, but now Miracle chasing down Tims. Tim's going to have to leap forward, try to hide behind the towers, but Weeha, he finds that kill. And now they should be able to take this other tier 4.
Is under attack.
Oh, wow, Miracle sat down a little bit.
Liquid just killed like 10 heroes. killing 5 was hard enough, but they just sat there and fought for the buybacks. They took one team fight at the racks, then another in front of the tier 4s. This game opened up so quickly for them.
It really went from 0 to 60, for sure. For sure. That second Roche just made all the difference. Look at that. Look at the net worth swing.
Illusion.
All right.
Weird game.
What does TNC do now, right? They've got to be feeling a little demoralized. They've just lost an entire lane, and they have a naked agent.
I hope they're religious.
You hope
It's
they're
time
religious.
to sit and pray. Yeah.
And what if they're not? What would your advice be?
All right, then they have to play the game of Dota.
Okay.
And this is looking like a pretty tough one.
It is.
The main issue is we're watching these fights and Wraithing can't actually hit anything. He walks in, gets blinded by Troll, or just, honestly, he dies to anything. He has a plate mail, but still, doesn't really matter. And Shadow Demon, the damage takes a long time to stack up. Chen has so many heals. They really need pickoffs, not team fights, if they can somehow force that, but Liquid's in full control at the moment. Liquid can split the map, they can recall one hero, push down all the lanes together. There's really no reason for them to split up at this point. But perhaps TNC can set up before they're ready.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Ooh, Gabby.
A little spooky. Yeah, pickoffs. That's the name of the game. Liquid have to go and take all these outer towers on the side lanes now because there's probably no way they would just want to walk down mid.
I mean, why walk down mid when you can get a perfectly good tier 1 here fairly easily?
Exactly. There's so much free gold.
Radiant's top tower.
Look at Miracle just leading the charge. Arrow's going to get tossed out, gives him a little bit of information. Does manage to land over onto Weeha. That's a full duration arrow.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Bloodthorn picked up on the TA though.
All right, let's see. Is there any way TNC have buybacks to help find us? I don't think they do. You can see at the
They
top.
used
that
a
they have
lot of
the gold
buybacks before.
shrine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so no buybacks available. Shrines are being taken. too.
No one has buyback.
Wow, nobody in the
Oh,
game.
never mind. I lied. Chen has buyback, but
Most
not
useless-
on the side of TNC.
Most useful hero of them all.
Yeah, of course. You know, he's gonna just charge back in there. He's kind of like the cheerleader. You know?
Cheerleader.
Yeah, he's like the cheerleader and the nurse. Like,
I
go
call
on,
him
guys.
Like the
I'm proud of
responsible
you.
father figure.
Responsible father figure.
Yeah,
Really?
he nurtures his young. You know, he helps support them throughout the lanes. He takes them places before they're able to drive by themselves.
But doesn't he kidnap other, like the creeps and stuff?
This is dark.
Yeah.
I like it.
So yeah, hide your creeps from Chen, guys.
Yep.
He's a bit of a monster.
He just takes them.
Yeah, well, in his mind, he adopts them into the new faith.
It's all about perspective on this one. Depends on your experiences life here.
That's true. That's true.
All right, so TNC. Bat Raider, no 4 stats. We can't drag any of these. I guess there's no tier 4s to even drag people into. I'm really not sure at this point. All right, Kunk has buyback.
I'm not sure that's going to be enough, but it's definitely a perk. Gabby down here.
All right, Leah's set up on the side lane here. He uses Radiance.
He's
oh,
got
that's
it off.
Radiance.
He has Radiance turned off, being sneaky.
Yep.
Needs to be really careful, though, because there are 2 other heroes over here in the vicinity.
Yep, he's actually going past for the next creep level. They take the shrine.
Ooh,
Just a
they
little
smoke.
something to slow it down.
All right, Liquid. What's the play here?
It's one of the big perks of Chen, right? You can do this while one hero is showing because you can recall him in.
Like a drunk
That is pretty great.
Like a drunk sailor indeed.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? Net comes out. Oh, AU. He's trying. Is he going to be able to make it? No, Weeha says, come back here and sit down.
Leading from miles away.
Oh, they're in such a difficult spot.
Because he's definitely not comfortable.
They like
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
the team fight on Liquid is just so difficult to combat straight up. The Tidehunter with the Chen heals and they're all grouped up as well.
And the jump forward from Mind Control. Cuckoo also on it. And, oh god, everything's stuttering. Gabby trying to run himself out, but he's in the middle of everyone as they just take him down. There is no buyback on this Wraith King. Can they do anything here? There's going to be a drag back. All the beautiful Ravage coming out. Hand to God. And I think that's going to be game.
All
What do
right.
you think? There's the GG call.
Wow. This game went, started at 0.
All right, so Team Liquid takes game number 1 of the series. So tell me, what did TNC need to do differently here? Because it felt like they were doing pretty well, right, for a while?
They were actually, I would say, outplaying Liquid in the earlier parts of the game, especially in the laning phase. But I don't know, once it came to the mid game, they just didn't have enough damage. They couldn't fight at all. Perhaps they didn't build up a large enough lead before they got to that stage of the game with their heroes.
Definitely a bit surprising for me. But, you know, you saw how Weehaw really accelerated, and I think, yeah, he only died once on the entire time of the Templar Assassins. He was able to do quite a bit. Miracle was left alone for a while, even though they did a really nice push in the top lane and took a lot of the attention there. It just, you know.
There's a lot of Weehaw haters out there. Very, very criticized player, but clearly here showing his excellence.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of his, I would say it's one of his best heroes, too, on top of that. So
Agreed.
it's looking pretty good right now for Team Liquid. Does this change your opinion at all about Team Liquid?
No, I'm committed.
You're committed. All right,
Even
I like
after
it.
this, I want to switch, but I can't. I'm committed.
Okay, good. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you're not going to switch on the channel for us. And we are going to be back with a Game 2 very, very shortly.